You've all seen my version 1 Gauntlet. Well, now you can have matching greaves. These are actually not just greaves, but the entire leg. I decided to extend it. This is actually the easiest build I've ever done. Didn't take much time and it was very simple. It's got great articulation, and I did not need to use an anvil at all, which is awesome for you guys who don't have one. I know you guys have been asking for these for a very long time, so grab your hammers and let's get started. Get your template by clicking under the video or in the video, or going directly to armortemplates.com. Cut your pieces out, which is actually the hardest part of the whole method. Make sure your edges are filed and not sharp. You don't want it digging into your skin at all. You're going to want to drill these holes first before you do any major shaping. This is a piece of exhaust tubing, which you've seen me use before. I'm basically just going to round all of these parts. It's very much the process for the whole build is rounding the parts like this. You definitely want to go slow though. You don't want to get any creases. This is a rawhide hammer, sometimes called a leather hammer, and it's great for beating metal without putting any real dents in it. So it's very gentle on the metal, but it gives you a good curve, which is good. Here I want to make a little bit more of a curve here, so it curves in a bit at the ankle. And I'm doing that just by forcing it with a leather hammer. Much better. Now I want to put a crease in the middle here, up and down, in a little V shape here. So I decided to use the bench, which is actually a really handy thing I had never thought of before, but it worked very well and it's very easy to do. Using a masonry chisel, I just go up and down. And the result is a very clean, straight line. I think this is 2 or 3 passes. Perfect. This is the knee plate. I'm going to basically round this the same way as I did the other part. Brass is kind of a stubborn metal, so it's hard to make it do what you want. It'd be a lot easier to do this in steel, but being that I wanted to match the version 1 Gauntlet, it had to be brass. There you go. The foot plates are a little bit more tricky because the foot plates have to interact with each other, so that you're going to get a little bit of rubbing and stuff, so you have to really be careful about how you shape these parts. After you shape them, you're definitely going to have to move some little parts like this part here to make sure that they don't touch too much and interrupt articulation. Here I'm rounding the edges a little bit just to make it look a little neater and cleaner. You can see at the top there how much better it looks than the one at the bottom that has not been done yet. Not a necessary step, but I would recommend it. These parts are marked on the template, but wait until this point to mark them for sure, otherwise it might not line up. You can see the bottom of the knee plate I've done the rounding, and the top I didn't because it's going to get covered up with this piece here. You want to drill your holes one at a time, and then I'm using 1/4-inch copper rod to connect these parts, just like the version 1 Gauntlet. Now some of these holes will be left open because I want to use them for the straps, and those will be marked in the template, but you can see right here what I'm trying to do. For the foot plates, we're using nails as rivets, and do that loosely. If you want to do the upper leg, now's the time to start doing that, and it's basically the same as the lower leg. You're just going to be rounding it, and then rounding the edges and using 80 grit sandpaper to get it nice and shiny. And then make sure the curves are pretty close, and we're going to leave a bit of a gap there, otherwise it won't articulate properly. Here I'm making some simple buckles. You've seen me make these before. They're made from some bent rod and some nails. Very simple, very easy. You could of course buy your own small buckles, but I mean, what fun is that, right? You can see I'm using a nail as a rivet here and a little washer so it doesn't pull through. Here's a little leather guide for the other strap once you've buckled it to make it neat. I had to make some of my own washers where the leather straps are connected with the copper rivets. This is where you want to stop if you're just making greaves. Now you can see where I use the washers on the back side of the strap so that they don't pull through. See, I use the copper rivets as the fastening points. And then this one we left open because we're going to be riveting the rest of the leg to it. Here I've got a little belt loop I've made. You can run a belt through here and keep the weight of this thing off of your leg. Make it easier to bear. And then there's one little strap in between to hold them together. And that's really all there is to it. Very easy to do this. I would highly recommend trying this one if you guys are a little bit afraid to jump into this armoring stuff. Very satisfying build. Very happy with it. Hope you guys like it. I'll probably be doing version 2 Greaves and maybe Dark Hero Greaves. I'm not sure yet. Let me know what you guys want to see and I'll try to get to it. Leave comments below. Find me on Facebook, facebook.com/armortemplates. We have contests and giveaways and stuff there all the time, so make sure and give the page a like. Make sure to check out my website, armortemplates.com. And of course, check out my other tutorials. Please like, share, and subscribe so we can get more people involved in this awesome hobby. Thanks for your support, guys, and I'll see you next time. And I'll see you.